So let's talk about starting as a bat boy. How did that come about?
So maybe it comes from skating, but I thought it would be fun to be in front of 6,000 or 7,000 people every night. And when I saw that they would actually pay me $35 a game to do it, and I loved baseball, I sent a resume, I sent an email, as much of a resume as a 17-year-old has, to the general manager of this minor league baseball team. And 2 weeks later, I found myself in uniform. If there's any Yankee fans in the room, Sparky Lyle was my manager. So I was reporting to Sparky Lyle. I was picking up bats on the field. I was eating dinner with a bunch of 25 professional athletes every night, and really just having a blast. And I had originally thought about going to school to be a journalist, probably a sports journalist. And I kind of did an about-face. I said, I really enjoy this game. I enjoy the people I'm around. So I went to school and studied sport business and moved my way into the front office. But I took a very unconventional path to get here. So I spent that summer as a bat boy, picking up bats, helping out with odds and ends in the clubhouse. Went to college for a year, basically, and decided that school wasn't really for me. I was ready to get back into baseball. So this is going back to a time before email was the most prevalent thing out there. I sent snail mail letters to every Major League Baseball equipment manager, every minor league baseball equipment manager, just seeing who wanted help. I got replies from the Texas Rangers, the Colorado Rockies, and the Philadelphia Phillies. And I decided, you know what, I should probably stay in school. So I went back to school for another year, and then I got that baseball desire again. So I sent those same damn hard letters out to everybody. This time I got a response from just the Rangers. So I went to work in the Texas Ranger clubhouse for a couple of years.
You Ranger fans?
So I opened the ballpark in Frisco, Texas in 2003. Overseeing the AA team's clubhouse, going to spring training with the big league team, doing some travel with them, and I was really a gopher boy. I did everything from make dinner reservations for players to wash jock straps and underwear, make sure guys had housing. It wasn't always the most glamorous job in the world either. I'd be in the big league clubhouse, and at the end of the night when guys come off the field, there's always 3 hampers in the room. There's a hamper for their jersey, there's a hamper for their pants, and then there's a hamper for everything else, including their underwear. So as I was separating pants and jerseys every night, guys would bet to see if they could hit me in the head with their underwear. So it just shows you there's things that you do in your career that are not always the most glamorous, but they launch you to a good place. So 3-4 years with the Rangers, I decided it was time to go back to college, move back to New York City, and enrolled again at NYU and was able to work with the Yankees for 5 years, starting while I was in school. And that's where I really moved into sport management, corporate partnerships, sales, and marketing.
Talk about just getting started with the Yankees. What that felt like for you.
Yeah, so I grew up a Met fan, so it didn't feel that great. But there's something special about Yankee Stadium. There's something special about those pinstripes. I worked with the Yankees in a company called Mandalay Entertainment. If anybody remembers, Mandalay was the Hollywood company that had the tiger logo. So Mandalay made the Batman movie, Donnie Brasco, and at that point they really did 2 things. They made movies and they ran baseball teams. So Mandalay actually owned 9 minor league baseball teams, 2 with the Yankees, a club in Staten Island and a club in Scranton, Pennsylvania. So I operated the club in Staten Island and really cut my teeth in baseball, in minor league baseball. And I've bounced between the big leagues, the minor leagues ever since. But minor league baseball is a place where you learn to be a jack of all trades. Before I came to West Palm and the Nationals and the Astros, I was overseeing Cal Ripken Jr.'s minor league sports team. So we had a minor league club just north of Baltimore, a small town called Aberdeen. It's the GM of the Aberdeen Ironbirds. And I tell people that I really am a jack of all trades. And in my first 10 days in Aberdeen, I sat down with the mayor and a city council, and I started a lease negotiation. I also wore a corn suit and raced a crab around the field. So we do a whole lot, and working with the Yankees, particularly on the minor league side, is where I learned that I'm not above any of this stuff. So if I'm going to work in baseball, I have to be willing to get up at 6 a.m. and help my staff pull the tarp on the field in a rainstorm. I have to be willing to be the guy who's on top of those 3 hampers sorting underwear and doing that. I have to be willing to hop behind a grill to flip a burger if we have a need. All these things go into making that fan experience that our fans love and expect when they come out to FITTEAM Ballpark now.